What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing to my channel. And while you're at it, smash that like button for me. I really would appreciate it. Also, hit that post notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. If you want up to 15 free stocks, Moo is going to give you up to 15 free stocks when you open a new Moo brokerage account. They're going to give you up to 15 free stocks. When you put $100 in your new brokerage account, you qualify for 5 free stocks. When you put $1,000 in your brokerage account, you qualify for 15 free stocks. There's a link down in the description box of this video. Go click on that Moo link. Open up that new Moo account today. Go get that free stock. Go get that free money. Bank customers' deposits are disappearing, guys. I read this article and it said Chase Bank customers made deposits, had their receipts, and the money wasn't there. Customers contact Chase Bank and Chase Bank says, we'll research it. One of the customers was a business owner and they had to pay payroll. Couldn't pay payroll, guys. Chase had to research it. And that's a big problem with these banks. Anytime they make a mistake, they got to research it. Could take an hour, could take 20 hours. Anytime you make a mistake, they charge you a fee, overdraft fee, right? Insufficient funds fee. It's not fair, but life ain't fair. That's how these big banks operate. Now, in the story of these two Chase customers, they went to the local news station and got them on the case. And when those people at the news station start poking around and trying to call Chase, Chase suddenly stepped up and said, okay, it's a computer glitch. We'll give them credit and then we'll sort this whole thing out. Think about yourself and your history with banks and the mistakes that they've made. And when you've went to your local branch or you've called the 1-800 number, what type of experience did you have? In most cases, it probably wasn't a very good experience. See, I'm a big believer in never having all of your eggs in one basket. Personally, I would never have just one bank. I would always have 2 banks that I use. Because you never know when Bank A is going to start acting the fool, I have to go to Bank B. Also, keep this in mind. For you guys who are banking at some of these smaller banks, some of these regional banks, if something happens to that bank, they go out of business. If you got $250,000 or less in that bank, you're protected by the FDIC insurance. So if that bank that you're using currently fails, FDIC has to step in and take over the bank until they can find a buyer for that bank. Then your money is going to be tied up in bureaucracy, red tape, for a while before you get your money back through FDIC insurance. So never keep all your money in one bank, guys. That's my opinion. You can do whatever you want to do with your financial life. But I learned a long time ago, never keep all your money in one bank. Always have 2 banks that you use. Always have 2 banking relationships. Because you never know, with relationship A, it may go south. And if you don't have a relationship B, then it's going to take you a while to get back on your feet and get you a good bank. So always have your 2 banks. When I'm trying to build wealth and I'm earning money, I'm trying to build assets. At some point, if I want to buy real estate for income, I may need to borrow money. I may need to go to a bank and borrow money to buy a piece of real estate. Why? Because I want to use 5-to-1 leverage. I never want to go in and pay cash for real estate. At least that's my philosophy. Your philosophy might be different. But my goal is to buy real estate with someone else's money and get 100% of the rental income and own 100% of the asset, or at least control 100% of the asset. And the only way I do that is through having relationships with banks where I'm able to go in and borrow money. I put 20% in, the bank lends me 80%. That's 5-to-1 leverage. And it works really well when you have multiple banks that you use. Anytime I have only used one bank, I always run into some type of red tape at some point in that relationship. Why? Because banks are in business to make money, right? And banks are hot and cold when it comes to lending money. Right now, banks are hot. Why? Because interest rates are through the roof and they make a lot of money when interest rates are high. So they're hot right now. But they'll cool down at some point when interest rates come down. And when they cool down, I may be ready to buy a piece of real estate. That bank may not want to lend me the money to buy the real estate, even though I have good income, I got good credit, I got down payment money. They may just decide they don't want to lend me the money. That's going to prevent me from buying that asset to build my wealth. That's why I always keep multiple banks, guys, because I don't want one bank being able to stop my wealth building process. And you shouldn't either. You should never, in my opinion, deal with just one bank. Go out and get your multiple banking relationships. It's just a good thing to have. Spread your money around, especially if you're folks that have quite a bit of money in cash that's sitting on the sideline. Spread it around. I was reading another article where these billionaires are selling their stock in their companies. And one of those billionaires is Jamie Dimon, CEO of JP Morgan Chase, the same bank those two bank customers had problems with their deposits. He sold over the last 90 days about 100 million shares of Chase stock. That equates to, I don't know, about $140 million. That's a lot of stock to be selling. Why is he selling it? And why is other CEOs like Mark Zuckerberg, CEO of, I believe it's Visa, former CEO of Discovery, why are these CEOs, these financial companies, with the exception of Zuckerberg, why are they selling stock? Well, they're selling stock because the market is booming and they're offloading this stock to turn it into cash. But does that seem right? I think it does. I mean, other people may look at it as a sign of the market's getting ready to crash and these CEOs are unloading. No, this is what rich people do. When the market is booming like this, they can sell because they've made profit. My point is this: these financial companies, whether it be banks, whether it be credit card companies, these people are paid a lot of money and they don't really care, in my opinion, right? They're sitting in their ivory tower selling 100 million shares of company stock, which turns into $140 million for them. While the little people like you and I are out here putting our money in their bank and we may or may not see our deposit. And then when we go ask about the deposit, they got to research it. Don't have all your eggs in one basket with these banks. Spread it around. Get your relationships with several banks. If you want up to 15 free stocks, Moomoo is going to give you up to 15 free stocks when you open a new Moomoo brokerage account and make a deposit immediately. Now, you got to make the deposit immediately. You make a $100 deposit, they're going to give you 5 free stocks. You make a $1,000 deposit, they're going to give you 15 free stocks. Guys, what are you waiting on? This is the greatest wealth transfer in American history that's going to be happening in 24, 25, and 26. You need a good brokerage account if you're going to buy paper assets. And Moomoo, in my opinion, is a good one. Click on that link, open up that Moomoo today, make your deposit, get that free stock, get that free money. Stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing, share the video, smash the like button. Thoughts become things. You can see it in your mind. You can hold it in your hands. You guys keep chasing your greatness. Never stop believing in yourself. Stay healthy, get wealthy, and I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.
Today's video is sponsored by my company, RF Financial Consulting. And in my company, I work with individuals just like you through financial mentoring and coaching sessions. And in those 1-hour sessions, we talk about strategies to help you get to your financial freedom, whether it be through real estate investing, stock market investing, creating additional streams of income, credit card arbitrage, or starting and growing a business. If that's something that you might be interested in, there's an email address in the description box of the video. Send me an email and let's discuss if I'm the right fit for you.